alluded to, you are dealing with this SEC suit. As I understand it, Chris, and correct me if I'm getting this wrong, it's over issues you've already settled with the Department of Justice. That causes some confusion for me, probably others, about where the regulator is on these issues. Where do you get the clarity on how this space will be regulated? Are we there yet? Because I know this is a lot of kind of backdated issues.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're not there in the U.S. yet, and this is not just a Ripple issue. This is an issue across fintech and crypto in general. If the U.S. wants to be number one, the problem in the U.S. again, it's not really a problem, but it's a complexity. We have 8 federal financial regulators, and we found really tremendous kind of insight by most of them. The Federal Reserve has been fantastic. FinCEN within Treasury, I think, has been super innovative and forward thinking on this as an example. But we haven't quite got there yet with the securities regulators. I think we will get there as an industry, but that's going to be essential if the U.S. is going to stay on top. Because frankly, it's too easy now for innovators to move to places like Singapore, which is so great to work with the regulators there, or the UK, for example, fantastic relationship with regulators that innovators have. So we got to get our act together. Otherwise, we're going to lose this race specifically to China, which is racing ahead in ways that we have not.
Are you optimistic, Chris, about Gary Gensler coming in?
Look, Commissioner Gensler is very knowledgeable about the space, taught a course at MIT. And again, I think part of this administration is going to be a lot more climate focused. So kind of focusing on green crypto, if you will. So we're, hopeful, but we'll have to see.
Jay Clayton, under his leadership, decided to bring this lawsuit, and we're going to defend ourselves. We think it's so important, and as Commissioner Peirce has said, it's so important for the industry to have clarity. Innovation here in the United States, in some ways, is on trial. We want innovation here in the U.S. around crypto, around blockchain to thrive. And without that clarity, that innovation goes to markets where there is clarity. I mean, one of the ironies is the United States is the only country on the planet that has viewed XRP as a security. Whether it's Japan, the UK, Switzerland, Singapore, they all view XRP as a currency. Yet here at home, where Ripple is headquartered, the United States SEC has taken a different position.
We do not want to be that country that squelches innovation. This is an emerging world when it comes to cryptos and digital payments. We'll be watching it. Brad, please come back when there are more developments here.
Great to see you. Great.
This is the market, $220 billion strong, highly volatile. It peaked at about $800 billion in January. It's been settled around 200 to 300 billion. A little over half is Bitcoin, 55% or so in that slide. But Ethereum is quite big. A currency called Ripple that you might hear in the banking sector is probably third, if I remember, on the charts. But it gives you a sense of the volatility. There's a lot of investors in this space, but it's small. The worldwide equity markets are 80 to 90 trillion. The worldwide bond markets are 250 trillion. That's partly why Mark Carney and the Financial Stability Board has said this is probably not a systemic issue yet, but it's definitely worth a lot of monitoring. Incumbents are eyeing crypto finance, like this lioness on the corner there.